Start recording it from now, so I don't forget to record it.
That's probably a good idea.
So I'm hoping everybody comes on pretty soon.
Well, it's a bit early, you know. When
It's
you
a
get
bit early, but there you go. There's Bav. Welcome to the team, Bav.
welcome.
I understand you only live down the road from me in Thorpe Astley. By the way, Carol, I'll be in Northampton all next week at Western Fable. Can you hear me, Bav? I'm going to mute your mic because it's a bit loud. I'm going to yeah, I'm going to be working there, doing my promotion. I have a lunch between 1:30 and 2, as David and Kez know, and don't turn up on.
Yes, we do know. Not my fault. I was being guided by the bus.
Yeah. Anyway, not a problem. But Bath, yeah, we live in Kirby Frith, just down the other end of Inkley Road, so we're not far away from you, Bath. Just waiting for everybody else to come on. Let's see who else is.
Here we come. Hi, it's me. Hi, Kez.
Yasmin is running slow.
Kez has got her hat on, I say.
Oh my days, I just tried to get on with my computer and it's going do lally.
Sure it's not us going, do Lally?
Maybe. It won't even load it.
Oh.
My phone was just about to die, so I had to run in and get the charger.
I saw your fish again.
Did you? It's good, weren't it?
Yeah. Spend all his time fishing, and you've got to learn how to do the rods now to get more fish.
Yeah.
See? See?
Yeah, but there's the wrong type of fish that you're catching at the moment.
Using the wrong pond, that's the problem.
Yeah, we'll get started in a couple of minutes. I'm just going to. Lynette's on. Hello, Lynette. Lynette's there. Welcome to the madness. I am recording, by the way, everybody, already.
Where's Kerry at?
Bum. Okay. Hurry up, everybody. Time is it? I'll give them 2 more minutes, then I'll have to get cracking.
Did anybody see Michael Catcall's live today at 12 o'clock?
Yep.
Right.
Seen the PJs?
Yes.
Right.
Of course.
You know where Kirby Frith? Sorry, you know where Thorpe Astley is, obviously. Well, one of your main road, you head. I'm talking to Bath, by the way. One way you turn towards Foss Park, the other way you turn towards Inkley Road. Well, there's an island. You go over the next island, turn left. That's us. Hello, Naomi.
And he did tell everybody, Kes, he has a lunch break from 1:30 till 2.
Yeah, 'cause I'm in Northampton next week, Western Fable.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
I just want to see whether Elaine's able to get on or not. Elaine. And then I'm going to get cracking. Okay. Right. Okay, just sent a message and then I'm going to come back and start. Okay. Minimize. Hello, Lynette. Right. I don't. Somewhere in the west. It's going to be in the shopping centre. Anyway, sorry. Let's concentrate on what we're doing tonight. So first thing first. Share screen. Desktop. Okay. Out of the way. Slideshow from beginning. Okay, can everybody see that, please? Can you let me know?
Yes.
Payplan and the Eagle Group.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. So, has everybody seen the Payplan?
I have.
And
Yeah.
and it looks pretty scary when you first look at it. Well, tonight I'm hopefully going to take all the fear out of it and show you a way of making some decent money. Okay. So, just checking who's on. It says 9 members, and I can only see 8. 9 was on twice for some reason. There you go. Okay. Now, you've joined this business for a particular reason. Whatever those reasons are your goals. Please make sure that you share your goals with your upline and myself. I can help you achieve whatever it is you want. And hopefully after tonight, you'll have some good ideas of what you could achieve in the business if you want to. When we obviously you know that we built this. We come from the ashes of a business that we were previously in called Clean Easy. When we joined, we became a gold distributor within 4 months of joining, not knowing anything, and that was we were earning £1,000 a month within 4 months rather, and within 12 months we were earning £2,000 a month. So we know how to build a business. All right. The great thing about it now is that we're in a situation where it's totally free to join with free catalogues. I'm just checking what the chat is. Okay. Right. So you should have goals, but you're going to have a few challenges along the way in front of those goals. You're going to have friends. What are you doing that for? You're a pessimist. Oh, that'll never work. You're going to have society in general doesn't understand network marketing. You might have your own things like fear. Can I succeed? Guilt, because I'm spending a bit too much time on the computer, I'm doing this or that, the other. But remember, you're building something, hopefully, for your future. And then you're going to have relatives. They're the worst ones, okay? You need to have your goal list. So, what I'm going to say to you is that realistically, every single person needs to be a platinum distributor. You're going to lose too much money on your own personal sales if you're a standard distributor, because you're getting an extra 10% on everything you personally do. So I'm going to recommend something to you. Now, some people might say, oh, what are you doing that for? But I'm going to explain it to you. At the moment, if you have a 25% account with a company, you're having a credit account, and that has got limits to it, £110. So you're having to pay that off anyway. So I'm recommending to everybody that you go out and get yourself a credit card, a very high interest rate credit card. I'm going to explain why and how to do it. I use a thing called ClearScore. Okay, a ClearScore. I want to show you my ClearScore account. Okay, now this is my ClearScore. I'm loaded up and it's got all my history and wherever else. And in here, they'll give you offers. Okay, they'll give you offers. So I just responded to Elaine. Okay, now on here, it says here credit cards. So I click on there. He says, hopefully. Right. I'm just going to move this out of the way, chaps. Okay. This is saying, this is deals that they're offering me, offers. Okay. It says here, 28-month all-round credit card, 19.9%. Don't worry about the percentage because you're not going to pay anything on it because you're going to clear it every time you place an order. Okay. And it says here that I have a 95% chance of being approved. So I'm not going to apply for something I'm going to get turned down for. On this one, Capital One, 100% of being approved. So I'm guaranteed to have that card. Yeah. Now, I don't need credit cards. I've got quite a few. But there's always different ones. 80% for Tesco. What I recommend is you go on there and you actually have a look and get yourself a card so that you can save yourself. If you went out and retailed £1,000, you can either make yourself 250 quid bonus in commission or you can make yourself 350 quid in commission. Now, what's the better choice? Can you afford to give away 100 quid? Because I can't. Okay. So let's go back to my original training. Okay. So I hope that now, if anybody needs any help and advice with this, please ask me. But I'm just recommending that to you because I want people in my team to make money, in our team. Okay. So you've probably seen this and it might make sense to you. I don't know. All right. But I'm going to try and remove all the concerns about it. And it tells you we start off with the star and Premiere and all that. Don't need to worry. We're in network marketing. Network marketing is all about leveraging your time. Most people have got a job, which we refer to as just over broke. Okay. I've got it the wrong way around. Job, just over broke. In other words, they'll give you enough money so you go back next month for some more. Okay. And unfortunately, some companies take away your job. Yeah. What we're aiming to do here is to build you something that you're going to have as a very good, lucrative income. So somebody joins the team and they introduce 2 people into their team. All right. Pardon me. Who introduces 2? Who introduces 2? Who introduces 2? And introduces 2. Now, I'm only going down 5 levels because our pay plan only pays down 5 levels. All right. So, this person, whoever they are, let's say they're Kez, because I know she's on tonight, has got 62 people in their team. However, somebody else thinks 2's no good. And I'm going to recommend to you a minimum of 5. And the reason is, you get paid 5 levels deep and you need 5 what we call premiers. But I'm going to talk about that in a second. So let's imagine you have 5 people who introduced 5, who introduced 5, who introduced 5, who introduced 5. That's a total of 3,905 people. But you've only introduced 3 more people than Kez. But you see the difference at the end of it, because each person introduces 3 more people. All right. That's 3,905 people. I've got a load of chats here. I'm just trying to see what they are. Okay. All right. 3,905 people. So, in a normal job, people's working weeks are 50 weeks in a year. I'm doing 50 because I know most people get 4 weeks holiday. It's easiest for me to calculate. Okay. So if you work for 40 hours a week and you work 50 weeks a year, you work for 2,000 hours. That's what you'd benefit from in a job. So if you got paid 10 grand an hour, you'd be on 20 grand a year. But you don't go to work, you don't get paid. Okay. Let's imagine after 3 years networking, if you had over 1,000 people and each of them just put 2 hours work a week per day in, you would have 2,000 hours being worked in your business every day. That is a year's productivity happening every day. So what I want you to do, and I want you to get rid of all the pay plan and not worry about the pay plan, because that's what I'm here to help with you, is concentrate on creating frontline premieres and helping other people create premieres. And by the time I finish tonight, you'll all understand what a premiere is. Okay, so here's where we start. You go out and you do yourself £300 worth of retail. And this is the reason I'm picking £300 is this is the minimum that you should do for a person to get your bonuses. All right. Now £300, I've done £1,000 in a week from the old business. We've got people who've do £1,000 a month, £1,400 a month. We've even got people doing £8,000 a month. I'm talking about just doing £300, which is only 75 quid a week. You can do this online or you can do it offline, whichever way. And you earn yourself, as you can see here, either 75 or £105 retail profit. £75 if you're a standard, 105 if you're a platinum. That's why you need to be a platinum. Can you afford to throw away 30 quid? Okay. Then all we're going to do is we're going to teach 2 people. By the way, for those who don't know, I also record this training and then I'll put it onto YouTube and you'll be able to review it again and again. We teach 2 people how to do the same, and we build that group to £3,000 turnover. So let's imagine I've got 10 people in my team and they all did £300. I've got a team to group turnover of £3,000. And that, if I've got 2 stars in there, I'm a premier. So you can do this various ways. You can either increase your own retail or you can increase the number of team members. Here's an example. You've got 2 people here doing £300 plus yourself, and then all the rest of the team here are doing various amounts, but it all turns over to £3,000. Okay. Let's just move this out of the way because I'm blocking this screen off. This means you are now a premier. Okay. Now, in simple terms, you've got a group turnover. I'm just going to move this out of the way again. In simple terms, you've got 2 stars and a group turnover of 3 grand, you're a premier. And that's all you've got to focus on. Believe me, that's all you've got to focus on. It's building premiers and teaching people how to build premiers. So the next stage is to create another star. What we're going to do, we're going to build 5 premier legs. So therefore you got 5 stars, whatever else, and build the turnover to £9,000. Okay. In simple terms, you've got 3 stars and a group turnover of 9 grand. That makes you a bronze premier. Eventually, you'll start to help people become premiers. Mm-hmm. Now, this might sound a long way up, but it's not, because, as I said, 5 by 5 by 5 by 5. You'll see the turnover in a few minutes, and it's going to astound you. All right. You start to build a premier, and you're starting to develop other stars into your business. Okay, and you're a bronze plus. But what our ultimate goal is to build this, help 5 people build £3,000 businesses. Okay. In other words, have 5 frontline premiers. All. Okay. You are now what we call a silver premier. Once again, don't worry about the titles. Just focus on, all we're looking to do is to build 5 groups of turning over 3 grand and have another turnover outside that. Having 5 groups built that way will give you a minimum of 15 grand turnover. And that's halfway to the qualification turnover of 30 grand. Now, if you're doing it right, you'll be building more than 5. You'll be buying sealed 6 or 7. You're now a silver premier. And that's all you need to do is to get to that level. Because you teach people how to copy this system. It's dead simple. Just to remind you, all a star is somebody who's done £300 worth of orders, and you've got a team turnover of £3,000. That makes you a premier. So let's imagine I'm working with David, I'm working with Carol, I'm working with Naomi, I'm working with who else is on, Yasmin, and who else is on the front line to me. I'm only picking frontliners. Nobody else front line to me. So let's say Elaine. I've got 5 people I've helped build that. I'm now building a business. Okay, so you're building that. Is there any big questions so far? If you have, write them down and I'll answer them at the end. So how do we make money? And this is the exciting part. And it's a slow build. First of all, to understand that whenever you make a sale of an item, the CV is what we get paid on. All the CV is, let's imagine I was going to show you something then. I sell this phone, okay? And this phone, I don't know if you can see me, this phone we sell for £3. Just to give you an idea. We divide it by 3, that means that it's worth 1 CV point as a minimum. It says here, an example, a retail volume of £1,500 equates to 500 CV. So 1/3 of whatever your retail figure is what your CV is valued at. Okay? Now, hopefully I'm going to make this really easy for you. So, here's where we start off, you on your own. You do £300 worth of sales as a minimum. Okay? That'll earn you 105 quid at a platinum. Then, we introduce 5 people into the team and teach them to do the same as a minimum. I'm going to tell you now, lots of people will do a lot more than 300 quid. Okay. Kes, what's your normal turnover? About 1,400.
Yeah, 14. The last month in Clean Easy was 1,600.
1,600 quid. So we're talking about 300 quid a piece of cake, isn't it? It's a week's turnover for you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you have 5 people doing that. All right. You got a CV of 500 quid. You're making an extra 50 quid post. It may not sound, it sounds small to you, but we're talking about very small figures. You'll see the difference change as we increase the personal sales. Those 5, we then help them get 5. And now it starts to get a bit more interesting. We're talking about a very small figure again of turnover. Now, the next level, because we're only going to go 5 levels deep, because that's all we get paid on. You've got an income of £1,355, which is now giving you close on 350 quid a week, working part-time from home. And all you've done is introduce 5 people. You've only done 375 quid worth of sales a week. And you've helped them 5 get 5, get 5. Now, the thing about it is, this is free to join now, and it's Christmas. Who doesn't want to earn some extra money for Christmas? Does that figure of £1,355 now become a bit more interesting? Wait till you see the next level. Anybody interested in earning £6,355 a month?
Yep.
Be useful.
The next level, which is the 5th level, now that becomes very interesting. And £25,000 a month. And you're only doing 75 quid worth of sales yourself. Okay. But this is the other thing. Once you get to that level, you start to get what we call executive bonus. Now, you don't need to understand this fully. All you need to know is that if you help people, help a number of people become premiers, you'll automatically get it. Now, this is what I want to point out to you. As I've been talking about CVs, which is 1/3 of the retail, yeah? On executive bonus, the bonuses are calculated on retail value, not CV. So if you've got £1,000 worth of business, you're going to get paid 4% of that £1,000. Well, have a look at this. You get paid 4% of £1 million. Anybody fancy that?
Mm-hmm.
You don't earn this money for it being easy. It is easy, but it's got to be worked at. That gives you £71,000 a month. And this is based on people just doing £300 worth of orders a week. Now, obviously, if we increase the amount, you hit these figures a lot quicker. Yeah. So what I've done a few calculations showing you if everybody averaged 500 quid, you see the figures start to pick up. When you're on the third level, you've got 2,200. On the fourth level, you've got 10,000. On the next one, who fancies to earn £179,000 a month?
Yes.
Yeah. That's silly money, isn't it? Yeah. That's based on £750 worth of retail sales for everybody. Now, I can tell you now, most businesses won't get anywhere near that. The average will be about 500. Yeah. Because you're going to get a lot of people doing a lot more than the 500, but you're going to get a lot of people doing less than 500. That's just the way it is. If you had a team doing £1,000 each, you're talking about stupid money. Yeah. Even David would buy a round if he.
I'll think about it.
Okay. All right. That's just to give you some ideas about what we're doing. Okay. That's all I wanted to cover on with regards the pay plan. Okay. Does anybody have any questions on what I've covered tonight as we're going along? I know this is probably as clear as mud to you, but all we're looking to do is to build premiers. That's you do 300 quid, introduce 5 people who build £3,000 businesses.
I haven't got a question. I've got a comment, Henry. Did you see the video from Michael Cathcart?
No.
You haven't?
Right,
Right,
no, that's why I asked whether there was, eh?
Yeah, I know. He did say on there that as he reviews, he's expecting to probably add other levels later on.
Yeah.
So we don't know where it's going to go. So there's still options above that. Obviously, depending how the situation goes. Just sort of I'll mention that. That's not the end because it's a growing
The extra
business.
bonus, so I'm answering a question to Carol. If you just retail until you build it, until I build it, if you just do retail till you build a team, will I ever get the extra bonus? No, the bonuses are you're only going to get to the next level if you've got 2, you're going to have a minimum of 2 people in your team. This is a network marketing business. A person can make a good income just from retail, but it's rewarding people for building the business. Okay. Because the bonuses are based on, if you have a look at the pay plan, if you get a chance, got it on hard copy in front of me. Stay with me. Okay. You basically, if you went out and did yourself a couple of £1,000 worth of orders, you're going to earn yourself about 700 quid. on personal sales. Now, previously in our old business, we'd have earned 21% in the pound plus an extra 6 to 8%. So we'd have got a maximum of 28 to 30%. Now you're getting a minimum of 35% at Platinum. So they're paying you a lot more front-ended for your own personal sales, but they're going to really reward you if you build the business. Now, the thing is that if you sit back and think, oh, I'll build the team later on, that's fine. But there are a lot of people going to be building the business now because it's Christmas, it's coming up to where people want to make money, and it's free. And there's free catalogs. We cannot guarantee after Christmas that it's still going to be free. So I would recommend putting out feelers. And like I say, anybody who wants to build that business with me, I'll coach them on an individual basis. And then we'll coach your team how to do that, and so on and so on and so on. Okay? But I'm not going to force anybody to do what they don't want to do. What I'm initially doing is looking for 5. We had myself, Kez, and David had a meeting in Nuneaton when I should have been working the other day, and Kez suddenly realised that David was my front line, not her. So initially I've got to get Dave to a certain level, but then later on I can have them down the line. It's the same. Yasmin signed up 3 or 4 people in. Yeah. Bav is one of them, which is brilliant. Elaine's got a few people. I just need to know those people who want to develop the business along those lines. I'm not going to ignore you if you don't want to build the business. We're going to help and support you in your retail as well. If that makes sense. Anybody else got any questions or any comments? Very quiet. Nothing.
Nope.
You've explained it so well, Andy.
Well, did it make sense to you? That's what I need feedback on. So if it didn't make any sense, I don't want anybody to be confused.
It did, yeah.
It did, yes. It did.
It did, yeah.
Yeah, Naomi, yeah. Thank you. I don't know why I've got 2 Naomis on here. Lynette, did it make sense to you? Fab, it made sense to you?
Yes.
Good. All right. Yasmin, yeah. Fantastic. Okay. If there's nobody got any questions, what I'd ask is if you could all feed back to your upline sponsor what you want to do with the business, what your aspirations are, what your goals are, because then we can start to put a plan together. Because now we've got the paper, we can actually show people and we know a structure of how to do things. Okay. All right. That's the first thing. The second thing is to feed back to me anything that you feel you need training on, because I put a training on every Thursday, or we are going to put it on as a team, because Kez and David also are going to start doing trainings as well, as they know. And then we've developed more leaders within the team also sharing the workload. Because I know you'll love hearing my voice, but it also gets very boring. Okay. I'd ask for those things back. I do upload the video to YouTube later on tonight, and then I'll put the link to the video on the chat so that you can actually all re-look at it again and again as many times as you need to. But if you want any individual questions that you don't feel happy about asking on here, or you want to discuss with me on it in different basis, then just message me. Okay.
Yeah, I've got one question. The new ordering site, when is that coming live?
Don't know, it's supposed to be this week, but I don't know.
I know. I heard that last week as well. But
yeah, I know. At the end of the day, it'll be ready when it's ready.
so when the new people
What I'm going to do is to put something in place that's not right.
So when are the new people getting the old website to order from? It still like us.
Time. Yeah, we still. That's the only place you can order from.
And is there a video up on how to? Because I'm getting asked these questions, you know, to how to put an order through.
I believe there's one on the Team Summit group.
Right.
And that's placed. Am I correct there, Kez?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the Team Summit group, which is, and this is interesting. Deborah G has got, I think it's Frontline's Andy Buxton. Then Andy Buxton. Then what do you call it? Somebody, the army guy. I've got his name now. Never mind. And then Rob Foster, and then the Mandarin. Yeah. So that's Andy. Another one. Rob Foster, Amanda, and then me. I'm no 5th level, so she didn't get paid on any of our team. That's what you've got to be wary of. You've got to make sure that you're building Premier's front line and then helping them build Premier's front line. Because we used to have 5 levels of golds. We've got to forget all that. We've only got 5 levels. So you build too deep, 6 or 7 levels. That will happen because you, unfortunately, that's, well, not unfortunately, fortunately, that's how we'll build strength in the business. You're going to get paid 5 levels deep. That's why you need to go 10 wide and then build 5 premiers. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If those who have not been in network marketing before and need help and guidance, we'll say, as you can see, I've got a whole range of books, study, you name it, and a wealth of knowledge, some of it useless, but some of it quite helpful. I would say building a network marketing business, when we talk about doing 5 levels, it actually covers that off in 5 levels. All right, we're down to 2 minutes 21. If there is no more questions, I'm going to bring this to an end. I'm going to upload the video shortly, and then we'll go from there. What I want to do is try and create some excitement, not just on the chat, but on the group itself as well. When you're getting placing orders, just will you please place my first order? Because as we start to sponsor people or get people interested, we'll invite them to the group to have a look at what's happening. Because at the moment, I can't see what everybody in the team's doing, retail-wise or order-wise or anything, because we haven't got a new site. Okay. So if we can have a bit more interaction on the group, so that David said, oh, I've got somebody who's interested, and I've been invited along to the group to see what's going on. I don't want them in the chat, because that's for people who have joined. That makes sense?
Yeah.
I want to use it as an inspirational place as well. All right. Well, I hope my daughter and my wife should be coming back from Slimming World, either in a very good mood or in a bloody awful mood. And I'll find out in a few minutes. So I'm going to close the recording off, and I will speak to you all soon. All right. Have a good evening, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.